Yeah, try to share my screen so that we can have the presentation. Please, can I have the ball? Hello, can I have the ball so that I can be able to share?
So go ahead, yeah, you can present. So let's stop this presentation and yes, we're with you.
Okay, fine. Can I have the ball? I'll need to share my presentation. My screen is not allowing me. So if I can like hand over the ball to me, let me be able to share.
Okay. Let me see.
Um,
Okay, so you
yeah.
have it. So go ahead.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. I can still share this my screen. Not really sure what's happening from my end. I'm trying to share my presentation, but it's not allowing me here. Okay. Oh, please, can you allow me to share my presentation? I'm trying to do that, but it's not allowing me to share my presentation.
Yes, you are allowed to share your You are allowed to share a presentation.
Um,
So if maybe perhaps you log in and log back in.
okay, let me try to see if I can, let me, so sorry, let me see if I can log in and log out again. I'm trying to share my presentation, but it's not allowing me to share my presentation. So sorry, please, let me just.
How's Mr. Imoh? So as I was saying earlier, so he's from Cisco, and as you all know, Cisco, the major backbone of all the networking systems that we find around. We're using them all over our university here, and we've been in collaboration with them for a very long time. We talk to them every day, they talk to us. We've been partnering with them for a really long time. And today he's just going to brief us about what they're doing and what they're doing better, what they've been doing and what they are going to do better for us as this university. So his topic for today, his presentation rather, for today will be on cybersecurity and employability for students. So how can our students benefit? How can students globally benefit? And what does cybersecurity have to do with it? We're all in an IT-related environment, IT-related world now. So how can we better protect ourselves? And how can we gain useful, knowledgeable skills from it that can give us employability edge towards getting a job out there. And as we all know, employability rate it's plummeting, especially in our dear country. The rate of unemployability is very high, and we keep training our graduates. So this particular presentation will enable the people here with the skills, with the basic skills on what cybersecurity is and how it can make you more marketable to the job market. So another person that will be on this presentation is Mr. Sati Debao. So he is the Networks Administrator at the University of Jos, Nigeria. So he will be talking about the cybersecurity aspect of things. And Mr. Imoh, the Program Manager for Cisco, Corporate Affairs West and Central Africa, will also join him in talking about how it can benefit the students, how it can make them more employable.
Okay, so let me know if you can hear my voice. I'm trying to share my screen, but it seems to be having challenges here. Sharing my screen, not really sure it's not giving me access. So I don't know if I have like a security stuff that is not allowing me to share my screen. Okay, so let me know if you can see my screen, please. Let me know if you can see my screen, please.
Not yet.
Let me know if you can see the screen.
Not yet. You're not presenting yet.
Okay, not yet.
Yes.
Oh wow. Um,
So if you're experiencing more difficulty, just put in the email in
okay,
there. So
okay. So sorry. I think maybe what I'll just do is to run through the slide. I'm having like a technical issue here. The screen is not. I don't know if it's a security. My screen is not allowing me to share my screen. So um,
so you can
the application seems.
forward the slides to the
Okay,
email,
okay.
and I'll help you
Okay,
present.
so let me just send the slide so that maybe you share the slide from that side. So sorry about that. Let me just quickly send the slide. Okay, so I've forwarded the slide.
Okay, so I've received it. Let me go ahead and open it up so that you can go ahead with your presentation. So before we project your slides, can you maybe give a brief introduction of yourself, what your company does, and what your topic is about today?
Okay, so good afternoon, everyone. My name is Imoh Akpan. I'm the program manager for Cisco. I manage the Cisco Networking Academy program for West Africa, and it's a privilege for me to present this afternoon. I would like to thank the management of Based University for extending the invitation to us for us to be part of the innovation and the research week. It's really greatly appreciated. So I don't know if you can see my screen now. I'm sharing again. Can you see the screen, please? Hello?
Yes,
Yes, yes,
we can see it.
Are you seeing it now?
No, you just exited, so perhaps we can have you back.
Sorry, please. Can you see the screen?
You just exited, so maybe we can have you back.
It came and went off. It came and went
Okay.
off.
Okay. Just wondering. I think I seem to be having challenge with. I think it's more like a security stuff. Okay. So fine now. I don't know if you can see it now. Good.
Yes.
Yes, it's
Okay.
coming up
So
now. Yes.
yeah. So sorry. Please. Our apologies. So I think it's just maybe some security stuff that wasn't allowing me to share. Partnership is what makes it work. We are delighted this afternoon that we are presenting. We see partnership with government, partner with different institutions, and partnership also with business, and then also NGO to be able to deliver our training. So we do a lot of collaboration with government, a lot of collaboration with tertiary institutions. The program start actually from the secondary school down to university. So it cuts across in terms of the training. Also for the training, we see a challenge. We see a serious challenge when it comes to in terms of in the rate of unemployment, in the country. And like the statistics that we have from the Bureau of Statistics says that 33.3% in terms of unemployment rate we have. We're looking at focus on employability. So yeah, our nation is faced with the challenge of unemployability, and then also there's also an aspect that we don't talk about most of the time, which is underemployment, which is at the rate of 22.8%. Also, in terms of what we see, 63% of CEOs has a concern when it comes to skills shortage, which means when it comes to interviews, candidates don't have the relevant skills for jobs opportunities. And there's also a lot of opportunities that we see a lot of in IoT. There's a lot that have been talked about IoT and artificial intelligence. Actually, with what we discover, we see a whole lot of opportunity in terms of economic value when it comes to untapped value in Internet of Things, IoT. And we believe that these are areas that students can build skills in. What is Cisco Networking Academy? The Cisco Networking Academy is a global information and communication technology education program. So that's what is an ICT, an ICT education program, and teaches students in terms of basic IT skills, and also in terms of career. And you also provide access to career and economic opportunities also for students. So like we're talking about employability. So it's actually designed towards skill development and employability. It's a global program, education program, because the course is offered in 180 countries. So we have the Cisco Networking Academy program in 180 countries where the program has been established, and we are building capacity in digital skills and entrepreneurship. Currently, we've trained over 13 million students globally since the inception of the program. And in terms of the skill for Nigeria, last year, we trained over 73,000 students in digital skills in Nigeria. Over 73,000 students were trained in Nigeria. And in terms of the total number of students that we have over 300,000 students that have been trained since the inception of the program. The program actually started in 2000, in the year 2000, in Nigeria. So we talk about in terms of the impact that we've had in country, and we have basic partnerships with the Federal Ministry of Education, the National Board for Technical Education, and also NIDA is also one of our key partners in the program. And in terms of key programs, we have programs with some state governments like Rivers State, Ogun State, and then we have a partnership also. We are working with the Federal Ministry of Education, where they established the IoT Innovation Centers in some of the federal unity colleges in the country. So far, in terms of skills around instructors, teachers that have been trained, over 300 instructors that have been trained in the program. In terms of partnerships and how we work, so basically we have Cisco providing the platform, the curriculum, the content. We also have some key partners like Instructor Training Center. These are centers that Cisco has certified to be able to train. So as part of the ecosystem, in the partnership ecosystem, we certify some centers, some institutions to train other instructors. And then we have academies, and then also in that ecosystem, you have employers. So in the ecosystem, in that chain itself, you discover that employers, because the key components, the purpose of the program is employability. It's all about to create, get students to get jobs. And that's why I'll be talking so much on a particular program around employability. So the curriculum itself is translated into about 20 languages. So the same content is the same everywhere. So it's the same content everywhere, and the same standard everywhere. The skill to job, because we're talking a lot, focusing a lot around employability. The way the curriculum has been designed is to be able to meet that need. So you have a technical skill. We've talked so much around technical skill, like digital skill, like networking, security, IoT, programming, general IT courses. So you have those skills. Then we also have the soft skill. We've discovered that we're talking about employability for students to get jobs and also remain in jobs. Soft skills are critical, and entrepreneurship. So those three are actually in terms of, we tailor our curriculum in line with those three: the technical skill, the soft skill, and the entrepreneurial skills. Those are in terms of forms our curriculum. So the course cuts across networking, security, Internet of Things, OS, programming, basic business, and then digital literacy. So for the curriculum, for the content that we have courses in networking that cuts across networking. We have courses in cybersecurity that cuts across cybersecurity. We have courses in Internet of Things. We have courses in basic OS, IT, like we collaborate with Linux, we collaborate with CompTIA also to deliver some. So some of the courses that we have with Cisco are not just Cisco Center courses, because what we want to do is to build capacity, well-grounded capacity. So we collaborate with a lot of organizations to be able to deliver some of the training. Like in programming, we program in Python, we have JavaScript, we have programming in C, programming in C++. Those are contents that we have on the curriculum that students can take advantage of. For the partnerships, we have a partnership with over 60 universities currently in the country. We have over 50 polytechnics. Last year, 2 years ago, we actually partnered with the National Board for Technical Education to train over 100 lecturers in polytechnics in Nigeria. We also work with Innovation Enterprise and also colleges of education. We work with the Federal Ministry of Education in terms of for the delivery of these trainings. And for the IoT Innovation Centers, in partnership with the Federal Ministry of Education, we have 6 innovation centers where capacity is built around digital innovations. And we catch them young. We start this training from the secondary level and we take it up to the tertiary institution. In the picture that we have, we was the former Minister for Communication was the one that commissioned that. And we also have the former Minister for State for Education, also commissioned some of the centers that we have across the country. This is one of the sessions that we had where students had an innovation on smart agriculture. So you have an Arduino board with there, and then so they did a demo to the Honorable Minister, the former Minister of Information, on how in terms of digital agriculture, smart agriculture. That is one of the demo that we had. Then I would like to focus on security, because we see that security is one area that the students can take advantage of, especially when it comes to employability, when it comes to the employability skills, and so empowering that. Our lives itself has been affected, especially with the COVID. Our lives and the threat landscape is revolving. Now we're talking about driverless vehicles. We are talking a lot around cloud computing now. You have everything is like being stored on the cloud, and then connected homes. We're talking about Internet of Things, where things are connected. And then we're talking about sensors also. And this, connecting things. And what happens when you are talking about connecting things going on the internet, and that coming up, the challenge that you see is security. And that was why in the World Economic Forum, when they looked at the top 10 most worrisome risks for companies, cybersecurity was number 3. Cybersecurity was number 3, which means, especially after the COVID, where people went, move into online, talk about online business, online transaction. Now we see a lot of the rate of cyber crime increased. The cyber crime increased. So that was like the third, in terms of the third greatest concern for organizations, for companies, was they see the increase in cyber attacks. And that is why there's a need to develop skills in that area. Cybersecurity is number 1 concern for a lot of CEOs, because there's a lot of, in terms of breach when it comes to the cost, a lot in terms of attacks, a lot of in terms of organizations, in terms of funds that have been lost through to cyber crime. So cybersecurity is a major concern. And this is affecting all industries, be it in the healthcare, be it in the energy, be it in the water, be it in food, be it in transportation, smart city. When you talk about, because things are connected, once things are connected, it opens the door. When they are connected, instead of cyber crime, you have that. So the different aspects, the different industry are affected. And that's why cybersecurity cannot be left to technology solely alone. There is the aspect of human input. That's why building capacity in cybersecurity is critical. And there's a lot of opportunities and jobs opening, especially in software. So it creates, since we have that challenge, also it also provides an unlimited job opportunities in building skills, in building capacity in cybersecurity. And what we also seen is that in terms of salary and employment opportunity, we see that a lot. And this was what was done, a research that was done in 2019, in terms of salaries, annual salaries, and in terms of security job opening. Actually, there in 2019, we looked at, it was projected that we have 3.5 million cybersecurity in terms of jobs, which is more when we take this now, because there's a lot in terms of in that space. There's a lot of there's a lot of cyber crime that is happening. So there's a lot of opportunities that we see that, and that's why Cisco has put together the cybersecurity portfolio. This cybersecurity portfolio is to be able to provide students with the skills that they need. And so we have several courses like IoT security. So IoT security handles or focuses on Internet of Things security when it relates to Internet of Things. We also have network security. We have a professional one that we call the Cyber Associate, which is more on cybersecurity operations. And then you also have cloud security. So as people are going to cloud, it has to be secured. So we have a course also that deals with cloud security. And on the cloud security, there are a lot that we are doing there, which is also which is in line with the industry certification, especially with the certificate of cloud security knowledge, because we partner with organizations to be able to deliver, in terms of have the certifications. So, and on the course itself, the course is an online course that students can gain access to and then can upskill themselves in the security track. It's just about 35 hours, and then they can go through it and they can log in. All these are on the Cisco platform that students can gain access to. They have videos, they have interactive videos, activities in which students can learn as they go through this content. And the courses, some of the topics that is covered, we have courses like cloud computing fundamental, there's a lot that of data when data breach. So you also have data security for cloud computing, infrastructure security for cloud computing, application security, and identity management for cloud computing. Management offered in that security cloud. That is the cloud security. Apart from the cloud security course, we have other courses that I talked about, like the IoT security, which focuses on in terms of protecting data that are connected. You also have preventing network security that is more on the preventing in terms of attacks coming in, securing, implementing network security policies. That's on the network security. And then we have what we call the Cyber Associate, which is more on detecting, monitoring, analyzing. How do you analyze, monitor to see when there is a possible attack? Those are courses that we have put in place in line on cybersecurity. Cybersecurity jobs will grow by 31% through 2020 to 2029, and over 7 times faster in terms of. So there's a lot of opening, a lot of opportunities for our students when it comes to cybersecurity. Cybersecurity portfolio that we have. So for the cyber, we have on the cybersecurity operations, like the key in terms of job roles is cybersecurity analyst, cybersecurity operation analyst, incident responder, forensic analyst. Those are in terms of when they take that called CyberOff, which is focusing on cybersecurity operations. Then when it comes to cybersecurity, when it comes to cloud security, you have roles like cloud security technicians and specialists. For network security is more of the network security administrator. And for the IoT security is for hackers ethical hackers, and testers. So those are in terms of the portfolio that we've put in place for cybersecurity. So the next item I want to present, a program I want to present, especially that connects our training with jobs opportunity, is what we call the Talent Bridge program. What the Talent Bridge program does is to connect students to opportunities in the digital workforce. So basically what it does is that for students that go through the program, they are linked up with Cisco partners. So we link them up with Cisco partner. We have this program, it's Imagine Engine. So what it does is that a student that comes in, they can log in into the academy platform, the Talent Bridge program, submit their CVs, and then we also have Cisco partners that also post opportunities, job opportunities, also on the platform. Currently, the program has been able to connect over 65,000 students so far have been connected to jobs globally. That's the Talent Bridge program. It has been able to connect over 65,000 globally to the job because everything is connected globally. So it's not just restricted to partners in Nigeria. It's across where you have Cisco business. That is where it's open. So also we also have like online resources that students can use to be able to upskill, which I'm also going to talk about. So for the career resources hub, we have the employment opportunities where they can go in there and then be able to, lay hold and submit their CVs. They can also get career advice. They can get career advice in the sense that you have students can interact with resource persons when it comes to career advice and in terms of way out when it comes to employment and their skills, like more of like a counseling session. Then we have a webinar. So webinars, you have already webinars that have been put in on topics like how do you prepare yourself, how do you prepare your CVs, how do you go for an interview, what are the attitude required to stay in jobs. And so you have like webinars already that have been recorded and students can lay hold just to prepare themselves for employability in terms of employability skills. And then they can self-enroll in a course to prepare them when it comes to on professional skills. So they can self-enroll. So it talks about attitude at work, soft skills that they need, teamwork, things like teamwork, things like emotional intelligence that they need to be able to stay on job. So that is the self-enroll course. They can enroll themselves in the course and then go through those trainings on to help them when it comes to jobs. Then we have a linkage page for the NetAcad students. With the linkage page, we have alumni page where NetAcad students can go in, they can put in their resume. There are jobs opportunities on that page. What they just need to do is to go in, log in. We have over 60,000 NetAcad alumni already on that page. And then we have over 200,000 followers. And what you have is that a lot of Cisco partners, they post a lot of jobs on that LinkedIn page. That's the LinkedIn page that you have. So they can see jobs, they can see opportunities, and then those are tools that they can use to be able to do that. So those are in terms of what Cisco has put together to be able to do that. We call the tool the Talent Bridge Matching Engine, which connects Cisco partners with Cisco students to be able to get jobs. That is what Cisco has done. Now, in terms of the steps for students, what student needs to do is to log in into the Cisco NetAcad site and put in their profile, look at the opportunities. So when they log in there, they can see opportunities. They can apply in terms of apply, and then they get hired. So, and also in terms of their digital badge, most of the courses that we have comes with digital badge in which they can also put on their LinkedIn page, and then for employers to be able to see in terms of skills that they've acquired. So far, we've had over 33,000 students that have reported that this program has helped them to get a job. Over 33,000 students have been able to this program that we put together just to be able to get the students on jobs. The idea, we want our students to go in on there as a NetAcad student, you have advantage. You can go log in. You have access to the matching engine. You can enroll in the career preparatory course and then get your voucher, your digital badge, and then you can get jobs. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much, Imoh, for this wonderful presentation. And it was really insightful. And I think I saw a question earlier in the comment box. I think, if I'm not mistaken, yes, Ellen asked, could someone explain what Internet of Things is all about? So maybe Imoh, you can go ahead and answer that for her. And after that, I think we have Mr. Julius McKinley. So he's the network lecturer down here in Pace University. So after you answer that question for her, I'm going to open the floor for him to make a few remarks and then maybe a few discussions on how we can take this further, how we can pipeline all this into Pace University, and how you can give us some of your resources for us to utilize down here as educational resources. And yes, so go ahead, please, Imoh.
Okay, so thank you for, in terms of this, the institution have access to these resources, and once they come, you're already an academy. I think we're at the stage of now of having some of your lecturers that are being trained, and then students be able to have advantage, take advantage of this program. So when your institution, when the instructors have completed their trainings, the student will have, opportunity to be able to have the privilege to use access to all this content. So all the content that are presented are on the platform. And students can, be able to do that, to be able to access the content and to upskill.
Thank you very much for that, Imoh. So a question from Helen Jebele said, could someone explain what Internet of Things is all about? So can you go ahead and maybe put that into,
Okay. So Internet of Things is IoT is Internet of Things, and what it means is that connecting things. For example, let me just give you a practical example. Tracking of cars. Now you can track cars. To be able to track cars, the technology behind tracking of cars is Internet of Things. For example, now we have cameras. You can have a CCTV at home, and then you can see what is happening, on that CCTV at home. You can be maybe in the office, and then because you have the CCTV, you have your CCTV linked up to your mobile phone, you can see what is happening in your bedroom. The technology behind that is Internet of Things. So Internet of Things already, we see the application, tracking of cars. Now, we also have cars that you don't need drivers. You have cars that don't need drivers. We call them the driverless cars, vehicles. Already, you have those cars already. So that technology is Internet of Things. So Internet of Things actually is connecting where you have devices that are being, connected, and then working with sensors. So with sensors, you can control those devices. With sensors, you can be able to monitor those devices. That's actually what Internet of Things is. Thank you.